Good start, the right intent, but fair to say, once again, the Mumbai juggernaut in a bit of trouble. 4 wickets lost inside the first 10 overs, 62 for 4. Rohit Sharma showing that he had the kind of intent that was needed, leading from the front. But once he departed, and then 2 wickets in an over, after the fall of Diwal Brivers to Wanindu Hasaranga. It was 2 wickets in 1 over that really has broken the back of that top order. Ishan Kishan uppercutting it to third man, and then a suicidal run out from Tilak Varma, who's looked so good all season. Now, onus is on the man who's just come back with his injured thumb, Surya Kumar Yadav, and Kieron Pollard, who won't be used to coming in this early in the innings. And before I can even come to Parthiv Patel, it appears that Kieron Pollard might just be heading back. But while we wait for this DRS decision, Parthiv, even without Pollard going, 62 for 4 is big trouble.
Absolutely, I think big trouble. I thought they started really well. The power play, they batted really well. They, paced power play really well. I thought Rohit Sharma was on top of his game. I thought he looked really positive. The movement and everything looked great. And after that, maybe a soft dismissal, and that's exactly what we had spoken about in pre-show. That if you have a good power play, you would force Harshal Patel to get in. He usually doesn't bowl that 7th over, and that's exactly what happened. But I thought maybe deceived by slow run again. But Ishan Kishan again this inning, if you look at that, the strike rate under 100, and Brewers, it was always going to be difficult because someone has not played leg spinners or a wrist spinner. And Tilak Varma again, needless probably in the situation, maybe a bit of inexperience, but yeah, I think Mumbai would be thinking that where did they go wrong after first 6 overs.
Well, as we chat, we hold our breaths to see there's been no bat as far as Pollard is concerned. It's only about whether it's hit the stumps or not. Just clipped the top of leg stump. Umpire's call, but umpire's call means if the finger's gone up, it means the decision stays. And Bruce Oxenford's decision of out stays. Pollard goes without scoring. Tilak Varma goes without scoring. They've got the inexperience of Ramandeep to come, and only Surya Kumar holding the innings together. This is not auguring well for Mumbai at all.
Not at all. I think we were talking about why do we need an extra batter. Maybe this would be the situation why Mumbai had opted for an extra batsman in Ramandeep. But yeah, I think great opportunity for him, isn't it? We've spoken very highly about him. We've seen him bat really well for Punjab in this situation. So more than the pressure situation, if he's taking it positively and thinking that this is great opportunity for him. I clearly remember Hardik Pandya's inning when he came in first year against KKR in similar situation. He got 70 of 30 balls, and he announced himself that, and maybe this could be Ramandeep's day, and try and take it positively, take the challenge head on, and try and bail Mumbai Indians out of this very, very difficult situation.
Well, we've seen, as you said, we've seen the likes of Badoni, we've seen a few others just showing their wares. Sai Sudarshan showed what he was capable of. Tilak Varma shown it today, of course, a suicidal run out. But yeah, as you said, look at the positive side of it. Look at it as an opportunity. They're batting first. It's not that they're chasing and they're in tatters, it'll be all over. They still have to put something on the board. So it could be an opportunity, but just the flip side of it. We're looking at Diwal Brevis thrown in the deep end. Ramandeep coming in there. So on the one hand, you're talking about youth and inexperience mixed in a lineup that's always used to having such big names there.
Yeah, it is. It is a difficult situation. There's no doubt about it, especially with the franchise which has a weight of 5 trophies. There'll always be pressure on you as a youngster. But there won't be a better dressing room to be in. Also, looking at the dressing room, who all are there? Mahela, Jayavardene, Sachin Tendulkar, Zair Khan, Shane Bond. All of these guys are vastly experienced. They know how to get the best out of players, and you can, as a youngster, you can learn a lot from them. So yeah, as I said, you got to look at positives. That there's the only way out of this. If you want to, make a name for yourself, this is the time. Yes, Bruce, I thought, he started really well in last game. Today, he couldn't read googly, but he came out with a proper body language that was positive. But I've been quite, surprised with Ishan Kishan saying, he's someone who's experienced. When you are in a situation like this, you want your experienced players to be out there showing youngsters a way.
Yeah, it was probably even the dimensions of the ground, the Pune ground, just a little bit bigger in terms of a playing surface. Probably at Brabant or Bangalore, that might have just gone straight into the VIP stands. But for now, nothing to talk about because Ishan's gone. Quick look at the Bangalore bowling. Harshal Patel forced to come in a little bit earlier, but he's just bowled that one over, taken the wicket that was needed, and there'll be three Harshal Patel overs for them to contend with in the back 10. Hasranga's been outstanding, add wickets to what he's already done in the first 10. And Akashdeep, I think the surprise package in a sense, Parthiv. We were looking at him as the bowler they might target.
I think it was brilliant today. I thought he stuck to his strength, which is to hit the seam, hit the length, and try and use the wicket, whatever bounce and seam movement which had. So I thought he kept his calm in spite of giving that 7 in first over where Rohit played an outstanding cover drive. But I thought Akashdeep was brilliant with his head length. He bowled that the test match length which we talk about. He kept hitting that, and full marks to Faf du Plessis for his captaincy as well. He had kept slip while Akashdeep was bowling. So it's shown that faith in him that I want you to get a batter out in the slip. So that's when you try and bowl that fourth stump top of off length. So we executed those lengths really well.
Yeah, just a final thought. It's fair to say that they're not even going to come close to my prediction unless something ridiculous happens. But in terms of a score, Surya Kumar Yadav will have to probably play a different game. Had he walked in there with somebody at the other end playing his free flowing game, does he even have that in him now to be able to shepherd the innings for the next 5 overs? I'm sure he does, but it'll not be in his nature.
Yeah, he can't. He can't. I mean, he obviously can't play the way he wants to play now. I mean, that's the nature of the game. That's something which maybe Mumbai Indians could have thought after getting a start. Maybe he could have come at number 3. But I think now at number 4 and 5, you have to play according to the situation, according to what batters in front of you has done. And with 5 wickets down, they would be probably thinking that they would need something to fight on. So maybe 130, 140, where early couple of wickets, and then try and put pressure on RCB's big batting lineup. So they have to understand RCB bats really, really deep.
That's already what we talked about. So it's a double whammy, whichever way you look at it. The next few overs will really test the character of a team that knows how it is to go all the way and win titles. And the man sitting alongside knows that too. Parthiv, thank you for your thoughts. It's a difficult time to talk about. It's a difficult time to assess, but we hope for Mumbai's sake they can pull out something and get a score on the board, even from a neutral perspective, towards the end of this game. That's all on Cricbuzz Comm Box.